And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight scrap. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Great Ape Hernandez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Chase the Dream Hooper!
Ready to fight? Ready.
Big fight field here in Chicago, Illinois. We are inside the United States. That's the Michael Jordan built. Good to be back in the Midwest where there are droves of mixed martial arts.
You know, John, championships are won in this building. You see the Michael Jordan statue out front. You know that it's something special. The fans are in for something special tonight. It's going to be loud tonight in Chicago, Illinois.
All right, so how about that? It did not take long for the wrestler to land a pretty significant strike. The uppercut gets through. Now, if you're on the other side of the BJJ fighter, perhaps this gives you a little pause trying to get this fight to the floor. You know,
Wrestlers are known to have great hips. You can generate a lot of power when you throw the uppercut right, when you throw it from the hip, and he did exactly that. Oh, that one landed, yep. Nice block.
Inside leg kick now. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Takedown defense is there. We cross the midpoint in round 1. All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee and digging right into that thigh.
He's digging into the thigh. He's doing a great job of recognizing that that's something that he can land, and he has landed it effectively.
Getting the hands going here early. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing upside his opponent's head over and over again. Oh, left hook.
Oh, and he found the target again.
Controlling the fight behind that jab.
Well, excellent takedown defense so far in this fight, and there it is again. He knew if he was going to win this fight, he was going to have to stop the shot, and he's certainly done that so far.
He has done a great job of staying upright. He understands positioning. He understands finding defense and getting back into space where he's having the most success.
All right, so the strike lands, but my children hit hard.
Yeah, at this point, early in the fight, you saw his opponent's head snapping back. You could see the effect of what he was taking. Now he may as well just be smacking him on the arm like, good job, guy. What a fight. He did a great job of blocking that punch. Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. You got to just go forward and let everything fly. He's got the single collar tie.
15 seconds.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Breathe deep and recover. Excellent job that last round. Your accuracy is through the roof. I want you to keep doing that. Put those combinations together. Everything is...
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, let's get to round 2. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Well, certainly not the style of fight we expected to see out of this wrestler here tonight. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, and this dude's insane.
He's insane, man. And, you know, Many times we speak about wrestlers falling in love with the hands when you show that you can strike really good. That is exactly the key.
Trying to set up a choke here.
That Darce is tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, massive diving punch flush to the head. Armbar set up here.
Nice setup on that armbar.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars. Oh, he's attacking choke now. Oh, he's got him in a choke here.
Come on, let's work.
Oh, how'd he get out?
He pushed the elbow up, released the pressure, and turned his back down to the mat. Great job and great submission defense by this young man.
All right, so how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet, not necessarily the way you drew it up today.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out in front of you. The jiu-jitsu fighter normally is chasing takedowns, but he must have seen something in his opponent that is allowing him to get this type of success on the feet. He looks like he is evolving as a fighter, and that is very good for him and his team to see.
All right, so he continues to attack that upper leg area, and the thigh is really starting to show some visible bruising.
It's showing visible bruising, and you can see his movements are a bit labored. Look, I'm gonna try to switch his stance to try to hide that leg, because he has to do something.
Lands the left punch now, followed by a right. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Nice job by him defensively there.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Quick entry to get him on a single.
That was a great single. He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Oh, and the cut has just opened up on his forehead. We'll keep an eye on it.
Big double leg, level change.
Sounds on round two. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, well, the cut man has got his work cut out for him, and I believe we have isolated the shot that caused that critical cut above the eye.
I mean, right above the eye, John. Too many damaging blows. He's got to change something, because now every time he gets hit above the eye, the blood will start to leak in his eye, making it almost impossible to fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so as a result of one of those leg kicks, he is now limping. He hasn't been rendered a one-legged fighter, but his mobility has absolutely been compromised.
Well, you can check it right now. It's easy to see. You can see that this guy has struggled. You can see that he's very, very hurt from these leg kicks. Even checking the kicks now will not help, because the damage has been done.
Oh, great block there. Oh!
Oh, body shot. He's in a lot of trouble.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as he goes. Another one!
Both fighters exhausted here.
That right hand in front of him. He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Trying to stay in this fight. All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
You got to keep going. You got to start throwing up submission attempt after submission attempt and hope that something's free for you to latch on to.
Well, he has really started to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, nice right hand.
Less than a minute now to go in the fight.
Oh, he hurt him.
Ooh! Goes down again.
There you go. There you go.
Right down.
Seconds to go in the fight. And he's back up.
Great block there.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after
Official
3
decision
rounds,
now
we go
in
to the judges'
the
scorecards
buff
for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Chase the Dream Hooper!
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. A lot of people had higher expectations for this wrestler in this matchup with the BJJ player here tonight, but seemed like when they hit the ground,